Hey guys, JP, welcome back to monsterprom. Last left off, we ended up sadly failing the Dragon Heat questline because I screwed up with the final part. But we decided to try it again, but this time we're doing it in the shorter version of the game. With that said, let's begin. Alright, so let's skip all this part and go talk to Let's go and get our favorite zombie boy, Ayamu. There we go. And okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That works. Alright, so let's skip all this part. Yeah. Which inanimate object do you think would be the best girlfriend or boyfriend provided you went to criminally insane? ATM, sugar baby life, here I come. Okay. What is your soul emoji? The emoji that speaks the truth about your soul. The octopus emoji, best animal on earth. I know, I know. 5 mixed drinks, 3 drug cocktails, and 17 sex positions that involves one or several octopi. Look what this one gives me. I get fun out of that. Very interesting. Very interesting. Alright. Alright, obviously we all know this one I'm going to go here. Obviously we're going to go for the whole, try and get a bigger standard with it. Try and get more wishes out of it than this, try and get the standard 3 wishes.
Sure.
Alright, so for this one, guys, we're going to try max... For this one, we're going to see if I can max out my creativity. Alright, here goes. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad for high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. You spot Vera and Polly discussing something. You gotta get in this conversation. It's bound to be something nasty. Hey. What? Are you going to that party tonight at Dale the Mummy's crypt? The dog stars have a line with Venus or something, so his parents are beings of pure energy for the weekend. He's got the place entirely to himself. I might stop by. Yay! Okay, so listen, Scott's gonna be there too, and I told him I want to spike his drink.
Not bad.
Now I'm interested. What are you thinking, laxatives or Viagra?
Lame.
Gross. I was thinking of something fun, like shrooms.
Joker.
Shrooms won't dissolve in the drink, you idiot. You back there. Back me up on this. What would you think we should put in his drink? Make it something fun, like shrooms. Moonroot. Induces werewolf-like transformations. He'll be a literal party animal. You want to make him laugh stop? Use that flower that makes a person fall in love with the first thing they see. We can make him fall in love with a chair or a houseplant. Let's see what this one does. Ooh, I got creativity out of that. Nice. You truly opened my eyes. All this time, I've been trying to humiliate Scott with digestive trouble or persistent erections. When I should have been trying to humiliate him with love.
Yes.
Oh my god, yes. We can make him fall in love with a stick of butter. Or a bag of loose silverware. Or plammy pustules. No, Scott's too good for hair. He's too good for this world. That's why we're gonna make him worse. They ended up making Scott fall in love with Dale's ceiling. What? He spends all night climbing the furniture, trying to lick it. You've gained 2 fun and 1 smarts. Well, that's unexpected.
Sure.
Okay. Let's, okay, here's the kitten.
Show me that money.
Hey, last night I read this article that money causes pocket cancer. In the long run, you don't want to get pocket cancer. Give me that dangerous money in your still healthy pockets. Alright, so let's get the Dragon Heart book. Alright. If we're lucky, guys, we might actually be able to succeed this time. This, though, we're going to be focusing on the creativity side.
Sure.
So, let's go to the auditorium again. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act as hard as that some of your classmates in the audience throw a rose at you. 7 roses, to be exact. Damn, Rose aren't even a valid currency or stats in this game. Anyway, you check your converter app to see if this can translate into something a bit more useful. Seems that 7 roses comes with 2 creativity points. Sweet, you gain 2 creativity. You spy Vera and Liam engaging in their favorite pastime, a variation of people watching called monster judging.
Pathetic.
Huh, I gotta admit, Liam pulls off that look quite well. Not gonna lie. He looks like a prince. But then again, he is a vampire, so maybe he was a prince at some point. Ugh. Why do you see what she's wearing? Newsflash, lime green boots do not go with capybara fur. At least she made a choice. I've literally seen 6 people wearing the exact same Air Gorgon sneakers. We really are the lucky ones, Liam. Most people are just absurdly hideous. Not even the hideous is mediocre. Most people are hideous, but I've yet to see one who's the most hideous. I wonder what such abomination would look like. A toned body, sculptured face, a symmetrical face, and nice features, because traditional beauty standards are hideous in mainstream. Finally, someone understands. That's what I've been saying all along. It's not people who are ugly, it's society. He means the concept people in general are still kind of ugly.
What a tryhard.
If anyone tries focusing on such society's beauty standards, long fangs, tight wings, thick horns, and started focusing on important things like absurd artistical anal beads and the correct brand, think how much better we would be.
One and only Vera Oberlin.
Yes, Vera, we know who you are. You say your name so often, but it sounds like you're trying to say that you're the standard. Maybe then society would be beautiful as me. Okay, now that makes why she's saying her name. Although probably not. I'm stunning. Never forget that Vera Oberlin was number 1 on the most Porter's pamphlet's list of most gorgeous gorgons. You would never forget most because you didn't know in the first place. But hey, either way, you've gained 2 smarts and 1 charm.
Sure.
Okay, once again, to the auditorium. Increase my creativity, I say. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you totally forget your lines. It's terrible. You don't let that get you down. You start improvising all your lines, and it's marvelous. Somehow it enhances the powers of the play in unexpected ways, and that's saying something, since half of your improvisation is a rap battle against your inner fears. You gain 2 creativity. Good. You're wandering down the hallway, reading Dragon's Heat as discreetly as you can, which apparently isn't because Polly and Vera clock this immediately. Ugh, are you actually reading the erotic fanfiction about dragons?
Yes.
Because we love Dragon Heat. I'm all about 19th century Russian literature, but a ghost girl can't say no to some erotic fanfiction, am I right? It's literally been working on my monogram von Breastfitch cosplay all week. But don't worry about why. Speak for yourself, Polly. I never... Okay, fine, I may read Dragon Heat. Don't go around telling people. Wait, why is it considered fan fiction? Because why is it an actual series in this universe about dragons in some way? I must know. The lore of this universe is confusing. Psst. Psst. Clearly safe with him. A fellow dragophile can always be trusted. Are you sure? I mean, anyone in Dragon Heat must have a wicked mind. 297 chapters and the counting. It still manages to amaze me with the new levels of wrong. Yeah, right? I fucking love it. You must have to admit, I'm a bit villain when it comes up my fave chapters. Mine is one where Howard McDonghard, hence Horace the Hydra, and Deranged Draco Della Count have to rest in an inn after the Choking Bay adventure, or discover that they only have 1 available bed. There's only 1 bed, the classic fanfic trick that never fails. Ha, yes, that one was good. I persevered ones with Vanessa unmasks her mask savior after a passionate kiss to discover it's herself, and then they totally bang. I'm not a fan of time travel, but sign me up for some good self-incest. Well, I had something interesting about you, Vera. You're into self-pleasure. But again, is it considered gay or masturbation? Food for thought. The only reason why I say that, guys, because it's from that from that lowbrow series Song for Hire, which is actually a pretty funny series. I recommend you watch it if any of you want to see it. Hey man, what about you, Ima? What's your favorite part of the story? Nothing to worry about. You'll just be revealing your inner kinks to us, no pressure. About that exclusive chapter I've written myself. Okay, let's hope this works, because this has actually got to do with creativity. Please work. Wait, it worked? Sweet. Alright. What? Let me see. Vera takes the page from your hands, and they both start reading. They devour your piece of art in mere minutes. Just wow. Yeah, boo, this is wonderful. So full of twists. Howard all unsettled from being betrothed to the evil queen Rosequeef. And it turns out that the insecurity wasn't due to marrying his mortal enemy, because he didn't know he could please the most sexual dragoness of the kingdoms. Kind of nice that you show him so vulnerable. So he goes and sticks his dick in a pie to practice. Classic. Then the magical properties of his dick grants the pie life. Mind blown. Wait, seriously? They went for the American Pie trope, you know, in the first movie where the main character, Jim actually does that to a pie, and his dad comes in and he said, I'll be honest, I love the first couple of American Pie films, and I love Noah Levenstein. He's literally in my opinion, probably the best dads in movie history. Just my opinion. If you disagree with me, that's fine. Yes, although for a moment it was a cheap trick for comic purposes, but then you went all in the way with the love triangle between Howard, the Queen, and the pie. I was applaud your boldness there, and the level of depths into the emotions I never expected from a fanfic of a fanfic. Also, sick tons of pie sex. The pie really knows how to use its pie hole. Hi Moo, here's the double guys of cheap erotic fanfiction, sweetheart. You should post it. You'll be the king of AO4 in no time. Wait, you mean archive? Is that a parody of Archives of the Own? I went on that today, and I'm scarred for life the amount of adult-based fanfiction there is. Seriously, I went to try and find the Ruby watches Red vs. Blue on there, and I found tons of Ruby adult fanfiction on there. Ugh, so much of it. Yes, a brilliant deviant mind is definitely arousing. Fuck yeah, it is. Maybe someday you could write an erotic play for us to interact. You know what I'm talking about. All about us, Polly. But sure. 6 skills in fanfiction writing, and the obscene skills for impressing your classmates. Here you go. 2 smarts and 1 boldness. I'm actually surprised they actually like the idea of actually doing that for me. They actually want me to write
Sure.
They just want to write a sex strip for them. Alright, fair enough. Alright, let's see what Scott and Vera are up to. Alright, watching Vera eat is usually pretty disturbing. Her snakes eat at the same time she does, which at least is usually quiet. This time Scott, however, decided to do his best to change that. Go Lefty, gobble that mouse! No! Watch out for the wiggling down from the behind! Use that tongue, go! It's every week or so, whenever my snakes need a meal, he seems to think snake eating is a concept of a competitive sport. Also, I don't think he realized that actual snake eating contest would actually probably involve people eating snakes. I've actually never eaten snakes, but my dad has, and he says it tastes like chicken. I'm not lying, that's what he told me. It tastes like chicken. Makes me curious now. Well, if I'm stranded in Africa and I kill a snake, I can always just cook it over a fire and eat it. And maybe I could turn its skin into a belt. Well, there's a thought. I tried charging him a ticket to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistics on a little index card. He even gave them names. Go Slither! Go Bendy! Go Snatches! Go Snake! They aren't even their names. God, no matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. This seems a really tense situation. You resolve it the only way you know how, by opening your mouth and saying, boring, this don't compare to earthworm eating contests. What? There's a more exciting sport out there than snake eating contests? You gotta tell me about it. Oh yes, earthworming contests are literally crawling with suspense. Even better, they're going all the time, with thousands of players in each game.
Thousands? Where's this game? Where do I go?
Anywhere where there's dirt.
Anywhere? There's dirt in so many places.
So many places that aren't here. Go, get going, sports, that game or whatever.
I will, Vera, I will.
I swear, one of these days he's going to decide to choking on his own food as a sport and die. Well, you hope Scott doesn't actually die. That the main thing you on mind right now is that Vera's smiling at you. Nice. Yep. Alright. Well, I'm going to focus entirely on the creativity part of this route. So, I can't do it this time, so for this, we're going to go for Charm. Here we go. That's it, the epic dodgeball match takes place. Events, everything seems lost, but you deliver inspirational speech that fuels your teammates' spirits, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural born leader. You gain 2 Charm. Later, you're carrying around your prestigious dragon heat when you're spotted by Meridia and Damien. Oh wow, dragon heat! I love it! Also, you may not know this, but Damien is just by looking at him, but it turns out that he too is hopelessly romantic at heart.
Are we reading the same series? I'm in it for the dragon's doing, Dong Mary. Not so bad yet so good as brilliant dinosaurs made me gay.
Damien, you're utterly foul. Don't profound the deep emotional connection between Howard McDonghard and Doriad Galvantia.
Deep emotional connections? Is that what the latest chapter ends? With Howard falling... Bonning Godvera? And then she wakes up to find him gone?
The cliffhanger must be enticingly misleading. People simply don't abuse each other's love, trust that way.
I worry about you, Miri. I really do.
Yeah, I worry about it too. She's really got the whole princess thought about romance. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure most girls growing up want a Prince Charming, but the fact is that a lot of time, most girls, as they get older, prefer to go for assholes. I'm just saying the fact here, that's what happens a lot of the time. I just desperately want to know what happens in the next Dragon Heat. Do you think Howard is capable of being so mean-spirited? Here's a question. True art imitates life. Let's look at Damien's sexy messages to see what he's capable of. Shall we? Alright, yeah. Ah yes, that will solve everything. Forthwith. Real life logic applies to fictional circumstances always clears things up.
No, wait, don't!
Too late. Meridia snatches Damien's phone and using some kind of mirror magic is able to unlock it and open horny devil dating app TM. Why, Damien, things you're saying to these people?
No!
They're beautiful. I've never in my life I've read such heartfelt, soul-wrenching expressions of deep love. I mean, a sonnet based on each person's username. It's beautiful. I can only hope that one day someone will treat me with the same affection that you show those you caught online.
That's not me. A lame-ass poet hacked my account because of reasons. Yeah, that's what happened.
There's nothing to be ashamed of, Damien. This is beautiful. And being so vulnerable takes courage.
Yeah, okay, fine. I think I love it. Fine, I think love is metal. But fuck, getting vulnerable, unsettling, makes me fucking big time. And yeah, I fucking think McDonghard true loves Godvera, and so he might have good reason for his sudden disappearance.
I know, right? I know he can't be mean-spirited, and I know you couldn't be either, Damien. Don't feel good to share your softer side.
Fuck you, Mary. Fuck you hard. But yes.
Huzzah! Yay, everyone believes in love. The real question is, might they believe in love with you? The real question is cliffhanger here. You gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. That was unexpected. I didn't expect Damien to be such a romantic. I thought he would be like, I thought he'd be like Modius. Just the glorified sex with sex about everything. Alright, to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel like you're not as good as the role requires you to be. That doesn't seem to be any original way of getting yourself there. There might have been extraordinary yourself. You summon the demon, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain 2 creativity. You also lose 3 years of your life at the end of the deal, but who cares? That won't happen in the game anyway. Scott strolls up happily munching on something. Liam gaps him appalled. Wait, is Scott a tree? What kind of play is this? What on earth are you eating, Scott? A delicious new flavor of Fraggles potato chips called Maximum Ultimate Double Barbecue Massacre. Really? Because it looks like raw shrewd goat's head inside a cardboard tube. Oh yeah, I guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato chips. Still tasty though. Tasty? Tasty? Does a wanton environmental destruction sound tasty to you? I don't know. Is this kind of jerky? No, Scott. Don't you realize that in order to harvest the goat's head and Fraggles, and the code decapitate millions of innocent goats every year? But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Nothing. It's a horrible wasteful practice. Oh no! All those poor headless goat bodies running around, bumping into things. We have to stop them. Wait, really? I was trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have the plan of the action. But if someone were to suggest one, assemble an army of vengeful undead goat torsos. Write extremely mean blog post. Let's go with this one. See what that one does. Ah yes, necromancy. The ultimate tool of the protester arsenal. Oh, can I ride a goat? Can I? Huh? Of course you can ride a goat. In fact, given your size, you could probably need to ride several. Wait, several? Is it really a big goat? No time to explain the basic concept, Scott. We got an invasion to orchestrate. As long as you're reanimating things, you reanimate several goat heads. They're eating everything, which totally helps you clean your room. You get 2 creativity and 1 smarts. Well, that was unexpected. I was not expecting them to like the idea of bringing back goat corpses. Oh well. Alright, let's see what happens now. You arrive at the chosen table to find Vera looking at Amira's lunch. A single very scrumptious looking apple. Miranda, honey, your apple seems to be pulsing with unhealthy purple light. Oh, I'm sure it's just your imagination. It also has a skull on it, and smells like lighter fluid. I don't think it's for eating. Of course it's for eating. It's perfectly standard poison apple. You know, the sort of puts princesses to sleep for hundreds of years. You literally just admitted to its poison. I know. I always said I wouldn't be the kind of princess who eats a poisoned apple. But who else? How else will I find a prince to wake me up with a true love's kiss and live happily ever after with me? Girl, we need to have a little talk about your feminism. You back me up. Tell her she doesn't need poison for herself for the sake of a man. You don't need to eat the apple. You don't need to eat the apple. Princes should be eating poison apples so you'll kiss them. A marvelous idea. If the prince is asleep, I shall be able to access them fully before making a selection. Come think of it, I suppose this is why the princes are referring to sleeping damsels to begin with. God's royal wedded marriages. The whole thing is like a fucking meat market. In my kingdom, it's more of a fish market. In any case, you two truly opened my eyes. I shall be sending poison apples to all the nearby princes. Fare thee well. Miranda gets to work poisoning all of his suitors. Vera is very impressed with your enlightened options on gender and poison. It's very concerning the fact that she agreed to all that. Very concerning indeed.
Sure.
Alright, to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you're struck by a lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call you by it. Also unknown to one of the several most douchebaggest moves in the world. But the nickname is awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat, you gain 2 creativity. We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and ask for the other players to call you by that name until the end of this run. Which isn't very long, to be honest. Doing this, you're doing the thing that gives you the most in life, ridding Dragon Heat when you're approached by Scott and Liam. Aha! A fellow cursor of the Dracophile arts. Here, Scott and I are experts on the topic. And an unexpected duo. Yeah, Liam and I are fans and buddies. We're fans of discuss things that we love about the favorite stuff, the wikis and forums. We're the best fans and buds, even if we don't always agree, like the Scarecrow and Mockapoo thing. Okay, first let's clear. I engage with the passionate fandom conversation only as an ironic way to celebrate how low culture, which I truly despise. Second, for the 100th time, after spending years in Hackapoo's dimension, Marco is actually in his 30s and isn't in dating the 16-year-old girls. These details matter, Scott. Think how wrong it would be for me, as a 400 years to date people from this school, if all of you were actually teenagers instead of being much more controversially in your 20s. Anyway, even meta discussion, Scott and I here are in the situation, even if our options differ, we agreed on our options and are superior in comparison with the rest of our strangers on the Dragon Heat Wiki. Yes, to that, Liam here is a real super smart, and I'm a good boy, so our ideas should be good too. But people in the wiki can be really mean sometimes. We need to gain their respect so we convince them to be good boys too. Scott is right. We need to somehow earn the role of moderators so we can show all these lesser beings who the boss is when it comes to Dragon Heat fandom. But how? I'm sure you'll give us an absurd yet effective way of solution when you from respect from good old Ayamu. But how? You know what? Let's write a pal fanfiction set on the Dragon Heat wiki, where you're depicted as the coolest users who should be respected. Ah yes, let's fight wielding arts as our weapons. Yeah, weapons are fun! Liam opens a new document on his laptop. So let's see, we should create a very nonsense piece of fiction. What about in the three of us and the 34,927 years of Dragon Heat's Wikipedia community here, co-workers at bookshop. Delightful disruptor, Scott. Keep going. Okay. So we meet each other like in real life, except the town's mayor is visiting the bookshop next month, and it turns out that we're breaking the law because in this universe, people can't work in bookshops if they're single, and we're all single. Not good. Ah, the weight of the conflict. I can even feel it from my fingertips. Amazing. Don't stop. Then we all fake that we're married to each other. All 34,930 of us. Smallly unexpected. Astute facade. The tension is overwhelming. Thinking of marriage, we all learn more about each other, and the mayor comes and he's happy and everyone is happy, until a real bad blizzard comes to town, trapping everyone in the bookshop. Oh-ho! Monsterkind versus nature, the oldest of rivalries. So Liam, what's like a Super Smart says, hi, I'm Liam, the vampire, we should snuggle together to get warm. Desperate situation called for desperate measures, yes. The blizzard goes away, and everyone is happy, has learned to respect each other thanks to the snuggling together, and they all say, we're saved! Hooray! To Liam for being smart! Hooray for Scott for being such a good boy! Hooray for Iowa for producing the creation of this nice fanfic! A very nice meta final touch, Scott. Good. Okay, a masterpiece has been born. Let's post it on the wiki so it can be divertly immortalized. Several hours later, the users of Dragon Heat start to comment about how moving your fanfiction is, and then met with their innermost feelings thanks to that, and how they're capable of acknowledging your leadership. And so they make the three of you moderators. Truly opens people's minds, Scott. I must admit, we're true fanficators.
Hooray! Ooh, fanficators. Ooh la la. You're truly impressed with these two. You're sexy, creative motherfucker. You gain 2 charm and 1 creativity. Good, good. Okay, and what's one draws too near? Alright, you know what? Okay, so I think if I... Okay, none of them. Okay, so this is how we're doing, huh? Fair enough. Ask none of them. Yes.
Sure.
Nobody... You ask nobody to prom because as cool as the prom might be, even as... It's not even half as cool as Dragon Heat. Goodbye the social anxieties and hello to elaborate plots to get various dragon hotties to bang. Dragon Heat! And so you spent the night at home reading Dragon Heat. Well, that looks like the stereotypical romance novels from the 80s. You know, the ones where basically the woman is holding a muscular guy with long hair as it rides on a ship. It's quite common. Who wants to cope with a boring real life when you can just enjoy the imaginary one? And what's an imaginary life? Countless epic adventures that will always especially turn into lots of awesome dragon sex. Also, you've heard they're working on some kind of Dragon Heat dating sim. Life is wonderful. Huh. I got Aimu's best to be alone. Very good. Alright. Alright, so we're nearly finished now, guys. There's a little bit more. 3 weeks may have been the most epic and absurd week of our lives. After the month's one, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendships, and learning about who we are and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, and like it always does, life happened and it was wonderful. Scott became an athlete. Not as long ago, he won a prestigious natural award for being the best at doing sports. Polly took a summer job as a ghost of Christmas past. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it's summer. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy. Because of all the countries should have the right to generously rule by the Mirror Kingdom. 3 weeks, the monsterprom seemed like the large in life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for the monsterprom might have ended, but there were plenty of battles left in the war called youth. Once again, we were young and unafraid, and we are ready to start. Well, guys, that's the end of this episode. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Jeff, and I'm out of here. See ya.